Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. So, create things that look amazing, sound amazing, feel amazing, are amazing. Striking imagery and grand symbolic gestures create an aura of power. So you probably recognize this. Okay, that's an aura of power. You recognize this, like number one, that's an aura of power. You recognize this, that's a power, although it's an anger emotion. You recognize this in a peace emotion, a happy emotion, okay? So, gestures, symbols, outfits, spectacles, events, imagery, use all those to gain more power because they're way better than words. Words often make people feel however they want to feel. Because you say something, you feel one way about it, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to feel the same way. Stage spectacles around you. It could be that you have a couple of women around you. It could be that you have some sparkly shirt, like Joe Exotic. Stage spectacles around you, like all the tigers that he has. If you haven't seen that show, it's called Tiger King. Basically, you don't even need to watch it. It's not really of any value, but he has a lot of tigers around him. That's a spectacle. If you had a bunch of tigers and a bunch of women, or if you're a woman, you have like a bunch of ripped dudes around you, like all hunked up, it's a spectacle. Wow, powerful. Your search for power depends on shortcuts. So, like finding that one fat cow to milk, using the right strategic partnerships, committing only to the right people that are going to advance you, that's going to gain you power. You have to have those shortcuts, okay? You can do that by giving somebody something for free. I was just listening to John Maxwell talk about leadership, and he did these learning lunches where he'd pay for someone's lunch, and he'd just ask them questions to learn how they think, and also gaining a connection with them because people like to talk about themselves. So just questioning them under the understanding that that's what you're there to do, because if not, you sound like an investigator and they're probably like, why are you asking so many questions, you weirdo? You're like, hey, learning lunch, let's go out. I'm going to ask you some questions just because I want to know your perspective on power. So like if you message me, hey, I want to take you out, I just want to learn about power from you, okay? So those are shortcuts you can take rather than reading 100 books or taking 80 years to learn it. Go straight to the people that know it. It's like you could spend 80 years trying to learn the laws of power from every random person you meet, or you could just watch these videos, or you could read the 48 Laws of Power. Shortcuts. Images bypass our head and go straight to our heart, overwhelming our eyes. They create powerful associations, bringing people together and stirring emotions, okay? So you see something, it stirs your emotions, it goes right to your heart. Let's say you're a guy and you see a picture of a beautiful woman. It gets your heart pounding, it opens your eyes, you feel some type of way. Same if you're a girl, you see a guy, you see a picture of a guy, or you see a guy that's like ripped and shirtless, you're like, whoa, you feel it, okay? It bypasses your head. You're not really thinking like, oh, he must work out to do this, or like, oh, she must work out to do this, and like, oh, her hair is made up this way, oh, her hair may be fake. You're just like, wow, okay? Words, let's see, using words to plead your case is risky business. It says words are dangerous instruments and often go astray. Words offend even when we don't mean for them to, okay? So just like I was talking about, you might say something and it offends a person even though you don't mean to offend the person. I'm pretty sure I've done this in the past when I was less aware. When you say something, you got to see how they react to it. Your words have an energy behind them. Your words basically go into people's brains, and their brains like, oh, do these words fit with how I think? If not, they get offended and reject them. So you got to be careful with your words. So on the other hand, the visual short circuits the labyrinth of words. So like I said, you see a picture you like, you might be thinking a lot, but you're not necessarily thinking words. Few things might be running through your head, but you're looking at that picture and you're captivated by it. You're like, wow, picture, video, whatever it is. You're like, wow, you're not using words. So let's see. So like music, the visual leaps right over rational and reasonable thoughts, okay? So when you see that picture that's like, wow, you're not thinking, rationalizing about the picture, you're not overanalyzing it, you're not doing any of that. Words stir up argument and division. So like, yeah, blah, 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 this and that, this is why this. Images bring people together, okay? So, hey, let's say you're talking with someone and you're kind of arguing with them because you don't know how to communicate very well. Oh, let's look at these pictures. Oh, cool. Okay. They bring people together. Imagery brings people together. Understand, words put you on the defensive. If you have to explain yourself, your power is already in question. So, I learned this a while back. You don't want to have to explain yourself. This is what we're going to do. I don't need to explain myself. You don't need to explain yourself. You have to have enough confidence to be like, hey, I know what I'm doing. We're doing this. Nothing more needs to be said. Once you gain that level of confidence, you can start to gain power. More and more power. Images and symbols put a lot of expressions into one meaning, okay? So you could see a picture and it's making you think, I'm wealthy, I'm happy, I'm engaged, I'm turned on, I'm enthralled, I'm joyful, all from seeing that one image, okay? Imagine what I just said was like 11 words. If you had to read 11 words, or you could see one picture that just makes you feel that, which one's better? Which one's more powerful? It's the picture. It's the image. It's the symbol. Sight is the number one sense we depend on and trust, okay? It's our biggest sense. You can see something from a mile away. You probably can't smell it unless it's like a large pile of crap. Sight. Sight's the number one thing. We judge things based on sight, and then it's like we smell it or hear it, right? Sight first. So you can convince people of stuff simply by the way you look and make them believe it. Never neglect the way you arrange things visually. So listen, in some of the earlier videos, I had like a really crappy looking background, and I was like, you know what? This is not going to cut it. I got to make this background a bit nicer. Now, I just have this one thing. You can see like this over here, and you can see this thing. You might be able to see this dartboard down here too. Pretty simple, pretty clear cut. We have this camouflage just because I feel like it. Camouflage I associate with power. You know, it's like military power. But we have to be soft because we're not super aggressive and direct. We have to be soft. This is soft power. It's more of a finesse, more of a seduction. People will respond more to color of a word than a word, okay? So there's ways to color your words with your tonality, and that's how you can think of it auditorily, meaning how you hear it. Visually, if you have the word gold in just white, it's not going to resonate. Resonate meaning people aren't going to feel it as good and as well, and receive it as well as if the gold word is colored gold, okay? That's going to make them feel some type of way. Oh, wealthy, gold, the best, awesome. Gold, okay? Gold. So the color is more important than the word itself. So tonality, too, is... I want to say it's more important, but sometimes you have to, use the right words, too, okay? Sometimes you can get away with just saying stuff like whatever it may be, because dog, cat, and everything like that, and it's just the... See what I did there? But you need to find that right mixture. The visual contains great emotional power. I already went over this. You see an image, gives you a lot of emotions. Makes you feel something. Find and associate yourself with the images and symbols, and you will have untold power. So it's kind of like if you associate yourself with the Illuminati, okay? People are like, oh, you have an untold power, all because it's like a triangle and a triangle and an eye, all right? Associate yourself with that. I'm associating myself with the symbol, the power, the aura of the 48 laws of power. Therefore, I've gained power. So see where you can do that in whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever niche, whatever area of life you want to grow in. People are always impressed by superficial appearances. So, superficial means like, let's say you have a crown on, or you have like a really nice Gucci shirt or something, or you have a Ferrari, you have something really nice, people are going to be impressed by that. They see you in a Ferrari, oh, he must be rich. They see me in a Ferrari, oh, I must be rich. Even if it's not the truth, you can trick the eye. The eye sees something and it believes. It makes up its own story. It may be different from the truth, but the eye doesn't know that. So make up your own stories. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get notified, message me, do whatever you need to do. Ring the bell, whatever. There is no reversal. No reversal to Law 37. Create compelling spectacles.